Let's introduce ourselves.
Yes, Padma, you were saying something.
I said, since we are few, let's just introduce ourselves, 2 sentences each, so that Ramya will know who's who.
You want to go first, Padma? This is your baby, CTH.
आप स्टार्ट करो पद्मा जी, आप स्टार्ट करना पद्मा।
नमस्ते, कैसे हैं आप?
मैं अच्छी हूँ।
Okay. Shall we start, because the recording is on?
Yeah.
Yes, Padma, maybe you can start with a quick intro and then we will follow the
Ramya,
leader.
this is Padma talking right now. I'm 87 years old, but I have a lot more learning to go through before I think I know enough. And so one of my creative effort was connect to heal. And Shilpa will be talking about it more. I just wanted to know this voice belongs to Padma.
Thank you.
Shilpa.
Okay. So I've been associated with Connect to Heal for a few years now, off and on. I mean, I'm not like full-time engaged, but I've known Padma for a very long time, and that's how I got associated with Connect to Heal. In terms of my background, I'm originally from Kerala, came to Bangalore more than 20 years ago, started working and got married, settled here. By profession, I'm an executive search professional, which is I help organizations hire senior leaders for different roles. And currently on a break, figuring out what I want to do. I know that I want to do something on my own and not go back on the corporate treadmill. But what that is something I'm still figuring out. Yeah, otherwise, in terms of my interests, yeah, I have varied interests from photography to traveling and also the arts and other things. So keeps me busy. Ajita, do you want to go next?
या थैंक यू। मैं अजिता देव बात कर रही हूँ। मैं बाद में छोटा संवाद साधने वाली ही हूँ आपसे, इसलिए मैं ज्यादा अभी बोलूंगी नहीं। सिर्फ मैं कैंसर सर्वाइवर हूँ और मैं संस्कृत टीचर हूँ। मैं बहुत बच्चों को पढ़ाया है, उसका बहुत उनको फायदा भी हुआ है। मेरा एम यही है कि नई जनरेशन, नए बच्चे वाचन रीडिंग करने में भी रुचि रखे, सिर्फ मोबाइल ना देखे। ऐसे प्रयत्न मेरे छोटे छोटे चालू रहते हैं। ऐसा कुछ छोटा छोटा काम मैं करती रहती हूँ और हम लोग बच्चों को भजन ये वो सब सिखाते हैं, प्रोग्राम्स लेते हैं, उनको इंस्पायर करते हैं बोलने के लिए। ऐसा हमारा चल रहा है कुछ ना कुछ का।
Murli?
Yeah, so good morning or good afternoon, everyone. My name is Murli. I am an engineer by qualification, working with Cisco currently as a program manager, and been associated with CTH for about a year and a half now, mainly helping to keep the core team together, running the meetings. And of course, Padma is the brainchild, no two words about it. Aside from that, yeah, during my free time on weekends, I do past life regressions as a passion and service. Yep, that's about it. Just a quick time check, Shilpa, Padma. We have, I think, quite a few people to go.
Okay.
I would propose that we get started with the program in the interest of time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Shilpa, back to you.
Thanks, Murali. And I think for the others who have not introduced, maybe in the Q&A session, if you have questions, you can introduce yourself at that time. Firstly, I want to thank everyone who has joined the session today, taken out time from your Saturdays and, thought that this would be useful for you. And I promise you, as Ramya takes you through the session, you will find a lot of value in it. What I want to do in terms of an introduction is to maybe just set the context as to the purpose of Connect to Heal, why Connect to Heal exists, and just a little bit about the importance of why they do what they do. So, as you know, Connect to Heal is a cancer support group. It was founded by Padma. It's an NGO that's founded by Padma many years ago. She's been a relentless torchbearer for this cause, and she's a healing presence for many who have sought her support, and that's why this group exists. Of course, there were other co-members who rallied around her to further this cause, and our goal is to continue to expand the scope of what we do with CTH and impact more people with this mission. Now, what they do essentially, Connect to Heal is founded with a goal of providing emotional support to cancer patients, survivors, their families. And I personally am a very strong believer in the whole mind-body connection when it comes to healing. That's where I think I also found that connect. So for them, everyone in CTH, I think what we are all commonly, our common goal is to help whoever is part of this small community to help them find their way back, by providing whatever support we can through recovery and then to get back to normalcy. So that's really the work that they do here at Connect to Heal. And also the importance, when it comes to the importance of emotional support, I think it's very underrated. A lot of people don't realize how important it is, because being diagnosed with cancer, it's a life-changing event for anyone. And the challenge, I feel, is primarily emotional. I mean, when you get diagnosed, that's first what hits you is the emotional and mental part of it before you actually go through the physical pain of the treatment. That comes much later. And this is not just for the patient, but also for, people who are immediate family members and, who are associated with the individual. And because everything changes overnight, right? I mean, you've been going through your life in a certain way, and suddenly overnight, everything changes. Your priorities change. You have some dreams and goals. You have to hit a pause on that. There's a lot of uncertainty that you have to grapple with, and you think, oh, life is so unfair. Why did this happen to me? There are a lot of fears that you need to face that, are so far hidden. And then you still have to put up a brave face in front of everyone. And plus you then have to worry about your family, and there's so much more, right? So there's lots going on at an emotional level. Forget the physical. I think that's then a whole other story altogether. And like I said, the mind-body connection is so important. And if the whole emotional support that they need at this stage plays a huge role in recovery. And sometimes I think when you have a diagnosis like this, you don't even have time to grieve, right? You don't have the luxury of time to grieve. And when I talk about grief, it's not just grief about the illness, but also grief of the loss of a life that you have known so far, right? Because everything is going to change. It's definitely a life-changing event. So keeping all of this in mind, I just want to set the context so that, you really are, want you to, even for a few seconds, put yourself in the shoes of someone who's going through this. And, then I think you will understand why, the emotional caregiving that Connect to Heal focuses on is so important. And we, of course, look at, doing these sessions with the hope of looking at alternative modes of healing. Of course, you have allopathy and things like that, but there are so many other ways one can heal oneself as they go through this, and mudras is certainly one such avenue. So Ramya, I really want to thank you for taking the time and effort to kind of do this session for us. And we look forward to, gathering whatever knowledge you can share today. And I hope everybody will benefit from it. I'm going to leave you to introduce your journey and, all of that with everybody. And I'm sure that'll be equally inspiring for everyone. So with that, I'm just going to hand it over to you. Thanks.
Thank you, Shilpa. I hope everybody is able to hear me. Firstly, thank you for giving me this opportunity to talk to you people about mudras. So I feel honored to be in this space. So yeah, how did we start our journey? I was a staunch follower of allopathic treatment many years back. And I wouldn't say that it did not work, but at some point I realized that uh, where it is good for fixing and fast relief to cure certain diseases or certain ailments, it was not helpful. So that is when I started looking for alternatives. And from allopathy, we moved to homeopathy. And then from homeopathy, we moved to home remedies. And now, finally, we have come to a space where it is only through the way we live, healthy living, food, we are managing our health, almost 95% of our health. Sometimes some pain and everything. We might, go for homeopathy or Ayurvedic medicines. But usually, most of our daily health is taken care because of our food, our way of life, that is practice of mudra, practice of yoga, asanas, pranayama, all these things. And that's how we have stayed healthy. And I truly believe in the saying, our food is our medicine, our kitchen is our uh, pharmacy. Okay, so that is how it should be, and it can be. Okay, so we have been practicing this from we moved to homeopathy in 2011. We started following home remedies from 2017, and now almost from 2020, 2020, it's been only healthy living and mostly healthy living, mudras and yoga. That is how it's been. So how did we come to, how did we start practicing mudra? We met D.V.S. Iyer, Professor Iyer. When we met him, he was 96 years. And at 96, he used to ride a scooter. And it was surprising for us to meet someone at 96 riding a scooter. Okay, and every morning he would go on the scooter, buy the vegetables, buy milk, and then go back home. So my dad and I have been associated with yoga from last 20 years and 20 plus years. So that's how my dad got introduced to D.V.S. sir, because he came to give a talk about mudras at my, my dad's yoga sir's class. So that's how we got introduced to Iyer sir. And then my dad was really impressed with seeing him. And then he introduced him to us. This was in 2018. So D.V.S. Iyer came to our house. He gave a long, 1 hour mudra talk. And we were we were convinced completely. Why? Because he started practicing mudra when he was 82. Till the age of 80, he did not know about this, and he was very busy with his, he was a professor, so he was busy with his work. So, but he also had a lot of health problems. He had eczema, he had wheezing, he had diabetes, and so many other problems for which he used to take a lot of tablets. One of his cousins, when he met him, he once told him, "Why don't you try mudras?" That is when he heard about mudras and he got curious. Being a professor, it's the curiosity. What is this? So that's when he started doing research and he got to know about mudras. And there is a book by Suman Chiplankar. That is the book he started referring. And then he started practicing and he could see a lot of difference. By the age of 84, he had quit all his medicines. And I'm not saying that whoever practices mudra should quit medicine. I'm just telling his journey, okay? ISS journey. So he quit his medicines and a person who could not climb first floor, to the first floor because of wheezing. He used to find it so difficult. When he was 85 or 86, he went, his grandchildren had come, and he had to take, he was the one who took them around Mysore, in and around Mysore. Okay. So there's a place called Shravan Belgoda, which is 600 steps you have to climb to go to the top. There is a Gomteshwara statue on top. So he says just by holding mudra, he climbed 600 steps. And he says, he did not want to feel like he's lesser in front of his grandson. So that is what he was telling us. Okay. So that is when he held that mudra and he went. And he says a person who could not climb first floor was able to climb 600 steps. So when we met him at 96, like I said, he was an eczema patient, but his skin was shining. If you have seen a normal eczema patients, the skin becomes scaly. When they have severe eczema, it becomes scaly, and a lot of skin would have come off. But his skin was shining. He had thick hair. Okay. And he passed away last year, which is unfortunate. It was 99 when he passed away. So that's how, we were convinced. After meeting Professor Iyer, we were really, because you're seeing a living example of what mudras have done. Okay. So that's how we started practicing mudras. He gave us some details of mudras, which I will go into later. Okay. So my mother-in-law, who's now, she will be 80 this October. She's also a cancer survivor. She had breast cancer long back. She also has had many other problems. She has anxiety neurosis. She also has gone through angioplasty. She had cholesterol problems and many things. Okay, so from when I met her, she was 60 at that time. I have seen her go through a lot of health issues. In 2018, she also met Iyer sir, and she was so taken by listening to him. She started practicing mudra diligently. So the rest of us, because of our work, whatever, we did not have time to do it so well like her. But she used to every day practice whatever he told her. At that time, she had the skin problem which had started on her neck. It was like a freckles, it had started, and it was spreading. And we had tried many things before we met Iyer sir. We had tried many things. We had tried homeopathy, we had tried some ointments, lotions, everything. But it was not going, and it was spreading. It was coming to her face. And she was feeling bad that it is going to spread to her face, and she didn't know what to do. And that's when Iyer sir told her a mudra, which is for skin disease. She practiced for 6 months and it was gone. It was completely gone. And it was surprising for us because it was unbelievable. Because mudras are something which is you can't see what is happening. You just hold something and sit, and something is going on in the body, right? So it takes a person who, people who have been in logical world, it takes some time to believe such things, right? But when we saw that, we realized, yeah, so this is really nice, this is something good. So that is one more example of how mudras worked. And over the years, my mother-in-law has practiced mudras. There is something called maintenance mudras, which she does every day. And at 80, she's become so active. She was not that active at 60. She does a lot of walking in the house, and her memory power has become better. So all this, this is really very inspiring to see her like this, because we were worried at one time because she used to fall sick often, but now she can take care of herself. And she's also become more, she had a lot of fears. All those fears have also gone. So this is that's been another inspiring thing. Okay. So this is how we started doing mudras, and my parents also practice. My mother also had skin problems, which have gone, and she has sugar problems. So mudras have really helped these things. Okay, so that is how we started practicing. All of us practice in the house. My children, my daughters now, whenever they have any issue, they have a pain, they have fever, the first thing they ask is, Amma, what mudra? Now they know many of the mudras, but sometimes they just come and ask me, what mudra can I do? Even when they have period problems, period pains, and all those things. So they come and ask, what can I do? Which mudra can I practice? So they don't even think that they can take some medicine. So that's how it has become for us. And after practicing for so long, my fingers not automatically go into some mudras. If my fingers are free, I feel uncomfortable because why is my finger so free? I should be holding some mudra. So it automatically goes into a mudra nowadays. Okay. So let me go into the basics of the mudras now. Okay. Our body is made of energy. We all know that, right? We have a lot of energy flowing through the body. And this energy, if you just leave it, it flows out of the body. It goes to the ground. Now you can say we have electric waves. The energy which flows through our body is like electric waves. Okay. So now instead of letting the energy pass to the ground, we connect it back into the body. Okay. At some point, we just connect it back. That is what is the basic thing. Your own energy comes back into you, bringing something positive with it. How does it make it positive? It all depends on certain things, which I will explain in the further. Okay. If we look at our gods, they all hold mudras. Okay, so there is this Jnana Mudra, there are some which are holding this Dhyana Mudra, especially Buddha, if you see, he's always holding some or other mudras. Most of the gods hold mudras, okay. Now, one more thing is passing of energy has been very important thing in our culture. If you see, when we meet our elders, we touch their feet. Why do we touch their feet? Nowadays, of course, we don't touch the feet. We just do it in the air. But the whole point was for us to touch their feet and they touch our head. Okay. Why do we do that? Now, elders are calm, right? As people grow old, mostly they are very calm in life because they've seen a lot of things. They have calmed down a lot. Youngsters are, they have a lot of stress, hot, tension, and all those things. So when they touch our head, their calmness passes through our head, which is what needs the calmness because our head is heated up with so much of things going on for us. Why do we touch their feet? Youngsters have a lot of energy. We have so much of, we have a lot of energy. So, and elders need that energy because their energy is going down, right? So when you touch their feet, you're giving that energy, you're passing your stronger energy to them, and they are passing their calmness to you. So this was the whole reason for doing, what we do. We touch the feet of our elders and that they touch our head. Okay. So this is again passing of energy. And if you see, previously, in our culture, there is no shaking hand. Why? We don't want to, many times we don't want to, especially when we meet strangers, we don't want to pass our energy or take their energy because you don't know what they are carrying or what you are carrying. This is also very hygienic. So we do namaste. Our energy comes back to us. Okay, so that's why we do namaste. Okay, so these are some of the things about energy, and mudras is based on this energy which is passing through us. Now, why do we use only the fingers and palms? Because most of our nerves end here. Okay, our nerves end in our palms and in our feet. It's very difficult to hold the mudras in the feet, right? So with the toes and all, it's not easy. So we practice with the palms. Okay. And the same, because of this only, even sujog is done with your hands and palms. Okay. So the whole the saying held in your hands is actually, it makes sense. There are points in our hand which we press, it affects some other part of our body. Okay. So sometimes you can see if you have pain somewhere in your body, a certain part of your palm also starts pain. Okay. So if you massage that part, the pain in whatever part of the body you have will also go. Okay. So that is why we use our palms. Okay. Now we are made of Pancha Mahabhutas, 5 elements. Okay. Which are the 5 elements? Fire, water, wind, earth, and Akash. Akash is space. Okay. Now our fingers, our 5 fingers represent these 5 elements. Thumb is for fire. Pointer is for wind or air. The middle finger, the tallest finger is for space or Akash. The ring finger is for Prithvi. And the little finger is for water. Now, if you remember when you were in school or when we were younger, this is what we said when we wanted to go for susu. Why? This represents water in the body. Okay. So the 5 elements again: fire, wind, space, Prithvi, and water. Okay. So these are the 5 elements. It's the same thing on both the sides. Okay. Now, if any one of these elements go out of, if they are imbalanced, out of balance, imbalanced, then we have issues in the body. Okay. So we either need some of these we need more, some of these we need it less, some elements we need it properly balanced. Okay. Now, for example, the wind in the body is always more, so we need to reduce it. Okay, it has to be reduced because you're constantly breathing, so the wind energy is more in the body, so it has to be reduced. Okay. Now what happens if certain elements, I can give you an example. If fire, if you have less fire in the body, you don't feel hungry, you always feel cold. Okay, you always have cold and cough and all these things. If the fire is too much, you feel constantly hungry, feel like eating too much. Okay, and you might get rashes, skin rashes, and all these things or your eyes will burn. This is all because of the fire being high in the body. Okay, and now if I take Prithvi, if Prithvi is too much in the body, you put on a lot of weight. If Prithvi is too less, you lose a lot of weight. Okay, so like this, every element, water, if water is too much, you have water retention. If water is too less, you have skin problems and many other issues. Okay, so this way, when the elements are imbalanced, you have issues in the body. Now, how does the mudra work? I'll take the example of Prithvi. Okay, now when I take the tip of Prithvi to the tip of my thumb, I am balancing the element in the body. I'm balancing the element of Prithvi in my body. Okay. Now I want to decrease the Prithvi element. Okay. I want to reduce it. So I take the Prithvi to the base of my thumb and I place the thumb on top. Okay. This will reduce the element of Prithvi in my body. Now I want to increase the element of Prithvi. So I take the thumb to the base of the Prithvi. This will increase the element of Prithvi in my body. Okay. Now, if somebody wants to reduce weight, they can do this. Okay, this will reduce the weight. Now this will balance the weight according to your height. And this will increase the weight if somebody is too thin. Okay, so this applies for all the other elements as well. Okay, but over the years, they have found different combinations which will help with different types of ailments. Okay, but the basic is this. This will balance, this will reduce the element, and this will increase the element. Okay, now we have something called maintenance mudras. There are 6 mudras which if you practice daily, they keep you healthy generally. These 6 mudras take care of your mind, they take care of your sugar problems, the BP or any hypertension. All these things will be taken care of. Okay, if these 6 mudras are practiced daily. I can show the 6 mudras just because since there is a time limit, I will just show each mudra and just tell you what they do in one sentence, okay? This is the Jnana Mudra. This is king of mudras. This is the first maintenance mudra. Okay. Now you take the tip of your pointer to the tip of your thumb. This is Jnana Mudra. Jnana, mind. Okay. Jnana Mudra. Jnana Mudra is called king of mudras because it helps to control your mind. If you have any fears, you have any addictions, you have any tension, depression, anxiety, Alzheimer's, for all these things, Jnana Mudra is good. So if you can control your mind, you can control anything. So that is why it is called it is called the king of mudra. But controlling the mind is the most difficult thing. So you can practice this. This is very good. This is Jnana Mudra. Okay. Now then is the Prithvi Mudra. The second maintenance mudra is Prithvi Mudra. That is, you take the tip of your ring finger to the tip of your thumb. This is Prithvi Mudra. Now, Prithvi Mudra is for the body. Body mass, any problem with your body mass, for your bones, for your muscles, for hair, skin, eyes, for all these things. Eyes in the sense, eye watering and all those things. And also for brittle nails, teeth, for all those things, Prithvi Mudra. Generally, it keeps you healthy. For this is what we use for fever also. Okay, so this is very good. This is Prithvi Mudra. Then comes the next one, Apana Mudra, the third maintenance mudra. So your middle finger and your ring finger with the tip of your thumb. This is Apana Mudra. Apana Mudra. Apana Mudra is for digestion. The air we breathe flows in a certain way in different parts of our body. In our intestine, it is called Apana Vayu, and it is supposed to flow in a certain way for digestion, excretion, and all these things to happen correctly. Okay. So Apana Mudra is very good for constipation. It is very good for anything related to digestion. Anybody who has nausea, motion sickness, or you have any after you eat indigestion, for all those things, Apana, gastritis, for all that, Apana Mudra is very good. It is also good for people who have sugar. Okay. But if you need details about that, I can give it to you later. You can contact me directly. We can go into the details of the mudras. Okay. So we finished 3 maintenance mudra, Jnana Mudra, Prithvi Mudra, Apana Mudra. The next one it's called Shunya Vayu Mudra. Shunya Vayu Mudra. That is your your pointer and your middle finger to the base of your thumb and thumb on top. This is called Shunya Vayu Mudra. This is a natural painkiller. Any pain you have, you can hold this. It is very good. Knee pain, headache, stomach pain, even for period pains, for all that also, this is a very good mudra. Okay, and generally also it helps to keep you. It helps to keep you healthy. It increases your immune. What do you call? Your general health will improve. Okay, by doing this, you'd fall sick less. So this is Shunya Vayu Mudra. Okay. Now, next one is Prana Mudra. Prana Mudra. Prana Mudra is your ring finger and little finger, tip of ring finger and tip of little finger to the tip of your thumb. This is Prana Mudra. This Prana Mudra is very good for eyes, anything related to eyes. I know of people who have done Prana Mudra for 1 year and they have stopped wearing their specs. Okay, so that way it is good for people who have cataract, people who have vision problems, if you have eye watering, or if you just have your eyes are tired, itchy, burning, for all that you can use Prana Mudra. Apart from this, Prana Mudra, when done after any mudra, it enhances the effect of all the other mudras. And any vitamin deficiency, Prana Mudra is very good. Okay, I'm just giving some very few benefits for each mudra. There are more if you refer to the books. Okay, I'll tell you which books also. The last one, which is generally ignored, is Dhyana Mudra. So it is like this. Okay, palm on palm. This is Dhyana Mudra. Okay, now Dhyana Mudra can be held at your on your thighs. Okay, you need to sit down or sit wherever, even if you're sitting up, you need to hold it near in front of your abdomen. Okay, so let me see if I can show you. Yes, so this is how it's done. Okay, so this is how you do Dhyana Mudra. Now in Dhyana Mudra, for women it is left palm on right palm. For men it is right palm on left. Okay. So these are the 6 maintenance mudras. Dhyana Mudra is very good for BP. It is again very good for mind. People who have sleeplessness problem, for them Dhyana Mudra is very good. It can be done before you sleep in the night. And yeah, it helps to control BP. For women, it is left palm on right palm. For men, it is right palm on left palm. Okay. Yeah, so these are the 6 maintenance mudra. Apart from maintenance mudra, there are many other mudras, and mudras can be used as therapeutic mudras. Therapeutic mudras have a lot of they have instructions and restrictions. They can be done only for certain time, and it needs to be done for certain period only. Okay, so there are many restrictions for that. But people who have particular ailments like thyroid, or you have piles or constipation, for that there are particular mudras which can be practiced. Now there are some rules for the mudra. Generally, mudras can be done at any time of the day, anywhere. You can be watching TV, you can be you can be working with one hand and you can hold the mudra in the other hand. You can be riding a bus or car, or you go for a walk, you can hold mudra. Okay, but the best case to do mudra is early morning is very good time when the oxygen level is high in the air. That is a very good time to do mudra. Apart from that, some of the things is, don't have nails Okay, because it is the tips which have to touch. It's not the pad. When you touch the pad, from the tips, the energy is anyway going off. Okay, so it is the tip which needs to touch. And initially, you might not be able to straighten your other 3 fingers, but as you keep doing it, it will, the fingers will become more flexible. Okay, so and some finger exercise you can do before you do it. And when you hold a mudra, after some time, if you feel numb, you can leave the mudra and hold it back. Okay, and there is no it's not a rule that you need to, if I tell you that you have to do it for 15 minutes, it doesn't mean that you have to do continuously for 15 minutes. You can do it for 5 minutes now and you can do 10 minutes later. The effect will be the same. Okay, so, and you, like I said, it can be done at any time of the day. Yeah, so the nails shouldn't touch, and if you're wearing any metal ring, you can remove the ring and then practice the mudra. It is good to sit, sit down and hold the mudra, palm facing upwards. That's the best way to do most of the mudras. Some mudras where you need both the hands, that is different. But most of the mudras which I showed just now, maintenance mudra, palm facing upwards is the best way to do it. But these are just the cases where the effect of the mudras will be better. But like I said, mudras can be done at any time. Only thing is, after food, you can do Apana mudra because it helps with digestion. You can also do this Vayu mudra or Shunya Vayu mudra. That is also okay. But rest of the mudras, once you have had food, you give at least 1 hour break before you practice the mudras. Okay. So these are some things which I wanted to tell about the general mudras. Now, there are mudras for cancer. Okay, they are called Gayatri mudras. Now, we have never tried it. I have, because the thing is, whoever has cancer, it is very, first of all, they're going through many things. It's very difficult to tell them to practice these mudras, and especially when we can't tell them, whether it will give result or not, because we have not tried it. Okay, but this book, Suman Chiklankar's book, the mudras are there. Okay, there are 32 Gayatri mudras which need to be done 3 times a day, and that is morning, that is dawn, noon, and dusk. This is the 3 times of the day it has to be done. And when you do each mudra, you need to chant the Gayatri mantra. Why Gayatri mantra? Because Gayatri mantra increases the heat of the body. So the more heat you produce, the more it helps with the curing of the cancer. And according to what is written in this book, it says that it cures cancer or it prevents cancer. Like I said, I'm not sure of it. Okay, since I have not done, but I will read some things. An excerpt from the book. There are 32 vertebrae in the spine. The 32 mudras influence the health of these 32 vertebrae. There are innumerable nerves and arteries going through these vertebrae to various regions of the body. These nerves and arteries are purified through the mudras and the Gayatri Japa. The negative and positive cells which have been destroyed by the disease come back to life and are altered, as a result of which power of life starts flowing in the body. Okay. So the incurable disease gradually starts getting destroyed. So this is what they tell about Gayatri Mudra. So like I said, I'm not sure, but if somebody is interested, they can contact me, or you can go through this book. Okay, this book is available on Amazon. It is called Mudras and Health Perspectives by Suman K. Chiplankar. Okay, this is a very good book on mudra. It is also available in Hindi and it is available on Amazon. Now, the book I usually refer to is the Mudra book by Professor Iyer. Okay, Professor D.V.S. Iyer. This is the book. This is called Art and Science of Mudras. But this book is not available online. This is available only through us or through D.V.S. Iyer's daughter. Okay. So you can contact me. My dad usually sends these books. This book is like a handbook. So each mudra and its benefits. So that's how it's, so that's how it is. Okay, so each mudra, and initially he's given the details of mudra, basics of mudra and all. That is also mentioned. Okay, so this is an easier book to use as reference. But if you want more detailed thing, you can go through this book. Okay. So this is what I had to tell. So I'm concluding my talk with this. If you have any questions, please go ahead. You can ask. I also take mudra classes, so if you're interested, you can join.
Thanks, thanks, Ramya. I think we've just scratched the surface with whatever you have shared with us today.
Yes.
There's a lot more, behind the science, and I'm calling it a science very
Yeah, it is a
consciously.
science.
Yeah.
And usually DVS IS would have taken 2 hours. Okay,
Yes,
but
I've
how much
attended
time?
his session, and his energy is amazing, and really sad that he's no more with us.
Yes.
But that's what kind of introduced us to mudras, and we have his book. And of course, I don't practice it as regularly as I should. My father-in-law is like a very, very, he does it every day without fail. And I'm sure there are others, whoever, like Padma, I think you can share your experience as well. But really, this is great start. And I think now we'll open it out for questions, Murli.
Yeah, I see Mona Bhargava has raised her hand, so she can go with her question.
Hello.
Yeah, hi.
Hi. My side is Mona from Delhi. If you don't mind, can I speak in Hindi? Can I ask in Hindi?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. थैंक यू सबसे पहले तो बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आज का सेशन वाकई बहुत अच्छा रहा है रिगार्डिंग मुद्रा और पहले तो मैं ये भी जानना चाहती हूँ राम्या जी कि जो आपने 2 बुक्स के बारे में बताया तो प्लीज इसके राइटर्स के बारे में और इसका प्रॉपर पूरा नाम आप चैट में जरूर डाल दीजिएगा सो थोड़ा इजी हो जाएगा टू सर्च
Yeah,
इट आउट
Shilpa, can you do that? Is that okay?
Yeah, we'll take care of that, Ramya.
Sure.
ओके
हेलो
इसके अलावा मैं ये लास्ट में जो आपने एक मुद्रा बताई थी ध्यान मुद्रा
Yeah.
अब जरा उसके बारे में कुछ डिटेल में बता पाएंगे साथ में जो बाकी 5 मुद्रा के बारे में आपने जो मुद्रा करके दिखाया था विद योर हैंड्स प्लीज जरा एक बार वो दोबारा आप बता दें
ध्यान मुद्रा या
या
सारे चाहिए
बाकी तो मैंने मेन नोट डाउन करे हुए हैं बस मैं चाहती हूँ कि एक बार हैंड से अगर वो पिक्चर अगर चैट में आ जाए पॉसिबल है कि आप स्क्रीन पे दिखा पाएं या फिर आप हाथ से करके दिखा दें तो वुड बी रियली इजी एंड पर्टिकुलर
What
आई एम
I
जस्ट
can
टॉकिंग
do
अबाउट
is
दिस
I can send जो मुद्रास है ये
हाँ
मेंटेनेंस
जी
का उसका
जी
पिक्चर्स I can send it to शिल्पा और अगर आपका कोई ग्रुप है तो she can share it over there.
श्योर
I can show you the this one again. That is not a problem.
No issues if you can able to show the mudras by your hand right again once again
Sure.
continuously and particular for this last one dhyan mudra I just want to a little brief more important points which you already discussed or
Sure.
shared
Sure.
thank you
So the first one
हेलो
is, should I finish it?
Yeah,
जी,
please finish it and then we can go for the next question.
So the first one is
Ramya.
Jnana Mudra. Yeah, tell me, Padma.
This is Padma.
Yeah.
I listen to you with great attention, but I wonder whether you can take one more session with us with practice.
Definitely, I can do that.
Okay. And my problem is tremors. So I'm not, it's not Parkinson. It's due to the medication over the years for asthma. And now it's getting worse. So is there a way I can at least lead a normal life because it's difficult for the food to reach my mouth. So is there anything I can do?
Okay. So shall I first finish showing Mona's?
No, not only that, if there is another session, I don't mind.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
want to know
definitely.
if there is a way
Definitely.
out of this.
Yeah. See, I regularly take mudra sessions
Okay.
where I teach mudras, that is maintenance mudras, and I also give therapeutic mudras for particular problems. So students who attend. So you can either attend those sessions, or if you want to have another session here, that is also fine.
No, we'll find out what everybody wants.
Sure.
I'm okay with both.
Yes. Either
Ramya,
way.
you can, complete Mona's question and then, respond to Padma's. And then we
Yes.
can take
There are still two more in the queue as well. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So, but Mona, so this is Jnana Mudra. Everybody can note it down. This is Jnana Mudra. This is the first maintenance mudra. So anything related to, the mind, and also for nerves also, this is very good. So anxiety, nervousness, for depression, for memory power, for concentration, for all these things, Jnana Mudra is good. It is to control your mind. Okay, people who have Alzheimer's, people who have anything related to the mind, you can make them do Jnana Mudra. It won't be so easy to make them do, but if they can do it, it is very good. Okay, that is Jnana Mudra. Then comes Prithvi Mudra. So Jnana Mudra is for the mind, but Prithvi Mudra is for the body. Body mass, body, the bones, the skin, hair, teeth, nails, for the health of all of this, and generally to feel healthy. Sometimes we feel very lethargic, even for that, Prithvi Mudra can be used. And if somebody has gone through an illness, to recuperate quickly, you can use Prithvi Mudra. Okay. And for hair fall, it is a very good mudra. And even for reversing hair fall, reversing graying of hair, this can be used, but it has to be done for longer time. Okay. So that is Prithvi Mudra. And then comes Apana Mudra. Your middle finger and ring finger, the tip of your thumb. Apana Mudra. Like I said, it is the tip, it is not the pad. It's always the tip. Okay. So, and you need to just hold it. You don't need to press it. You just hold it. You don't need to feel the throbbing. It's just a light feather touch. If you feel the throbbing, then you need to leave it and hold it. Okay. So that is Apana Mudra. Apana Mudra is good for digestion, constipation, nausea, gastritis, motion sickness, for all these things. And if people have diabetes, they can do Apana Mudra. It is very good for it. And Apana Mudra, so for diabetes, you need to do it for longer period, and you need to follow it up with Prana Mudra. Okay. Now Apana Mudra, and then you have Shunya Vayu. Shunya Vayu Mudra, that is your pointer and your middle finger to the base of your thumb and thumb on top. This is a Shunya Vayu Mudra. This is a natural painkiller. For any pain, it is very good. And it also improves your, you don't fall sick very often. So it is very good for that. Okay. So this is Shunya Vayu Mudra. Then Shunya Mudra also helps with if people have vertigo, people who have migraine, for all that, it is very good. So when you do Shunya Vayu Mudra, it helps with that also. Okay. Then you have Prana Mudra. Prana Mudra, that is your little ring finger and little finger tips to the thumb. Okay. This is Prana Mudra. Prana Mudra is very good for eyes. Anything related to eyes, to correct the vision, to if somebody has cataract, you have burning eyes, red eyes, itchy eyes, for all those things, watering eyes, for all that. This is very good. And to improve, it improves the vitamin. If you have vitamin deficiency, you can do Prana Mudra. Okay. And apart from that, Prana Mudra if you're doing any mudra as a therapy to enhance the effect of those mudra, prana mudra is very good. Okay, so generally when people do therapeutic mudra, they do the mudra and the particular mudra, and after that prana mudra for 10 minutes or 15 minutes. It helps to improve the effectiveness of the other mudra. Okay, so that is about prana mudra. The last one, which is what did. So this needs to be done. You don't have to sit like this. You can sit on a chair also, but it has to be held here. This is Dhyana Mudra. Dhyana Mudra. As the name suggests, it is for dhyana, meditation. So what does meditation do? It calms your mind. It helps to make your mind powerful. Powerful in the sense, it clears all the stress and tension from the mind. So it also is very good for people who have BP. It can be practiced. And people who suffer from sleeplessness, it is very good. This is also good for problems like Alzheimer's, depression. For that also, Dhyana Mudra is very good. Okay, but people who already have the problem should be a little careful to doing these mudras, because generally people in depression are not advised to do meditation. Okay, they can just do the mudra, but yeah, not the meditation part. So, but normally how I do this, because the rest of the mudras are easy to hold. I can do it any time of the day, but Dhyana Mudra, I do it at the end of the day. Before I sleep, I just sit for 10 minutes, hold the Dhyana Mudra and recall my day for 10 minutes and then sleep. So that's how I do it. And each mudra can be done for 10 minutes. If you're doing it as maintenance mudra, you can do one after other, or you do it at different time of the day. Jnana Mudra is done in the morning. Prithvi Mudra is done post breakfast after 1 hour. And then Apana Mudra, you can do it after lunch. And then Shunyavaya Mudra, once you finish Apana Mudra, or sometime, whenever you find time. And then Prana Mudra in the evening, Dhyana Mudra before you sleep. So this is how you can do it. Or else, if you have time in one go, you can do each mudra for 10 minutes and finish it in the morning. Okay. So this is about the maintenance mudras.
So, Ramya, I have a question. I think you said these mudras can be done any time of the day, but there are certain mudras which you can't do in the evening, right after sunset.
Yes. Not after sunset. It's not like that. It is good to do the mudras in the morning, early morning, because early morning, like I said, the oxygen level is very good. So generally, any pranayama, mudra, yoga related things are very good to do in the morning. Why? The energy is flowing with the oxygen, right? When the oxygen is fresh, it also, it is very good. The mudras work better. The effect is better. So it's better to do it in the morning. Some mudras need to be done when it is like there are some mudras which heat up the body, or they have some some effect. So it needs to be done when it is cool outside. If you can't do it when it, like for example, this is called Surya Mudra or Agni Mudra. This can't be done at any time of the day. It has to be done when it is cool outside. Okay, or else because it increases the heat of your body. So you'll feel
Surya Mudra.
Surya Mudra. Surya or Agni Mudra, it's called.
Okay, so yeah, the next question is from Jailakshmi Ramasamy.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you so much. Am I audible?
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Thank you so much for a beautiful session. I can see a lot of clarity in how you speak, Ramya ji, and that is what is inspiring to me. I can see a lot of alignment in your thoughts and words. It's very aligned. I can see when I hear you. Thank you so much. So I'm 35 years old and I'm from Tamil Nadu. So for me, the question is, I've been having a lot of mind-related issues during my 1 week before my periods. So this is something that I undergo every month. And
Okay.
this 1 week is very scary for me because this is where I mess up most of my issues. And so, is there any mudra that can help here? And I would be ready to take up your classes also.
Jnana Mudra.
The first one.
It is the
Yes.
best thing for anything mind related. But the thing is, see, for anything to work properly, even the mudras, even your periods to work properly, it is not just the mudras or it is not just, exercise. It has to be, it's a collective thing. Your routine has to be perfect. Okay, when I say perfect, you need to get at least 5 to 6 hours of good sleep, and every day at the same time. If you're sleeping at 11 and getting up at 6, then follow the same time every day. If you're sleeping at 9, it is actually good to sleep by 9:30. But if it's not possible, follow the same timing, follow a proper routine for sleep and for food also. Food also every day at the same time. And it doesn't matter how many meals. There you have 1 meal, 2 meal, 3 meal, 4 meal, 6 meal. That depends on your body. I have 2 meals a day. I have one at 9 in the morning and 4 in the evening. So that works for my body. I'm not saying that everybody should follow this, but it's good to have a routine. Every day you eat at the same time. If you're eating at 8:30 breakfast, and every day as much as possible at 8:30. Once in a while, if it goes haywire, it's fine because body needs routine. That's when, and food also, what you eat really matters. What we eat. If I eat junk food, my mind will be junky. I will think all the unnecessary things. Because what happens is when you eat junk food, which are full of fat, it takes longer time for it to digest. So when it takes longer time to digest, your mind becomes all the concentration is on the digestion. So the mind becomes lethargic. When you're lethargic, obviously, the idle mind, devil's workshop, that's how it is. So you are what you eat. As much as possible, fresh food. Food should be consumed within 2 hours of being cooked, as much as possible. But sometimes, for some people, it is good to have previous evening food like curd rice and all. It is very good for some people who have diabetes. Some say that it is good for them to have old food, but it is not for every time. Every time, fresh food is very good. One of the ways we have been healthy for the last few years is because we have fresh food all the 2 times. I cook in the morning, within 2 hours we would have consumed it. I cook in the afternoon, within 2 hours we would have consumed it. So that's how it is. So as much as possible, hot food. That is what Ayurveda also says. I know nowadays with our work life, it is not possible. But then health is the most important thing. If we compromise on that, it is, everything else doesn't matter. So as much as possible, try to eat healthy food, fresh food, more raw food than cooked food. So all these things. So these things, when you start following, mudras will also work well, the body will also work.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Next question is from Suman.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello. Can you
Yeah,
hear
We
me?
can hear you.
Yeah,
Please
we
go
can
ahead.
hear you.
Yeah. Good afternoon, everyone. And my name is Suman Bakshi. I am here because of Padma ma'am. She introduced me to this session, and I'm so grateful for the lovely session Ramya has held. And as Padma ma'am says that we would like to have another session, even I say the same thing. We would like to have another session. And also, I would like to buy this book by D.V.S. Iyer. I want to know how can I get it and how to
So
make the
you can
payment.
buy it through my dad. I will send the number to Shilpa. Okay, Shilpa
Okay.
will share
Mm.
it.
So
So
whoever needs the book from this group, if you can just consolidate and
yeah,
tell me, then I can give the number to Ramesh and she can organize for the books.
Yeah, you can do that. That can be done.
Okay.
Or
Secondly,
best,
yeah,
best
please
is
carry
I
on.
share my dad's number and you can directly contact him. That is also fine.
Sure. Thank you so much.
So, okay, is it all right if we extend this session by another 10 minutes?
Perfectly all right.
Yeah, all right. So I'd now like to pass on the forum to Ajita ji to share her experiences as a cancer survivor. Ajita ji, over to you.
Ajita ji, are you there?
Monica wanted a question. Monica.
Yeah, thank you. Can I ask a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
A small question. It's only about, thank you for sharing so much info, especially about don't touch the pads, just the tips. That's where the energy is. Just the question is, if I'm still feeling the pulse, do I need to hold it even more lighter or keep it away?
See, yeah, like I said, it's a feather touch. If you're feeling the pulse, usually we say you should not feel the pulse, okay?
Okay.
But if you feel you're holding it light, it is still okay. Because as you start doing it, it will become better. That is what I feel, because I also used to do that. Initially, I used to hold, even though I used to think it's a feather touch, it used to be a slightly, with lot more pressure. But then,
Okay.
as now it's become so, my mind is not on it when I'm doing it. So
Hmm.
it is now just a feather touch. So it's,
Thank you,
yeah,
Ramya.
if you are feeling the pulse, try to hold it a little light.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Sorry, I remember one question. Sorry, Murli. I know we're stretching, but you spoke about the energy flow, right? Touching elders' feet and them blessing us through the head. I heard something different. Like you said, the energy flows from the hand to the head, and from
Yeah.
the from the youngster, whoever is touching the feet, from them to the elder, right? But what I've heard is the opposite. I've heard that the energy flows from the feet to the person who's taking the blessing. Even if you look at Lord Vishnu and Lakshmi sits at the feet of Vishnu. And I mean, I was talking to somebody who said that the energy flows from the feet to her, which is why that is the way it is. So just wanted to clarify that because I'm hearing
I did
different
not
things.
say the energy flow. What I was trying to say was, see, our head is usually heated up, right? Generally, youngsters, their head is hot. That's why the term hot-headed comes for the youngsters, right? As people grow old, they are more calm, right? So when their calmness passes through to our head, that's why they touch our head. Okay, when they touch, actually you can feel it. When somebody touches your head, you feel lot more calm than, right? So I'm not saying how the energy flow is actually from feet to the head. That is true. So we touch their feet. Why? Why do we touch their feet? Because youngsters have more energy. Definitely they have more energy, right? As we grow old, now I'm 40, I can feel my energy going down. But when my daughter touches me, I can feel, because she has so much more energy that it comes to me, So when we touch their feet, which it gives strength to their feet. So that is what I was trying to say.
No, thanks for clarifying.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
You can take it in different ways.
I know this may not be the right platform, but initially when Murlidhar mentioned that he is also into past life regression. Does he hold sessions?
I do it on weekends when time permits.
Okay.
I mean, I can share more information on that separately.
Okay, I would be interested in that. That's the reason I
Sure.
thought I will ask you. You are staying in Bangalore?
Yes, in Yelahanka.
Okay. Thank you.
Ajita ji, are you there? Can we have your experience?
I think she is having, I can see her speaking, but she's speaking on mute. So she has to unmute.
अजिता जी, आप म्यूट पे हो, अनम्यूट करना पड़ेगा आपको.
पता नहीं क्या हो रहा है।
हाँ,
Okay,
अभी
we
सुनाई
can
दे रहा
hear
है.
you now.
हाँ,
हाँ.
नहीं मेरे, हाँ सॉरी, मैं रम्या जी का लेक्चर बहुत अच्छा लगा और मुझे थोड़ा मुद्रा के बारे में पता है, मैं थोड़ा करती भी हूँ, लेकिन मुझे वो 5-5 मिनट का आपने बोला ना 15 मिनट की एक साथ कभी कभी कर नहीं सकती मैं, तो ये आपका आइडिया मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगा, 5-5 मिनट में ब्रेक करके कर सकती हूँ, ये बहुत अच्छी बात है। बाकी तो सब अच्छा ही है। तो अभी मैं मेरे बारे में बोलती हूँ। मैं अजिता देव आप सबको के साथ संवाद साधना चाहती हूँ। मैं एक प्राउड कैंसर सर्वाइवर हूँ। अभी मेरा एज 77 है। 2010 में मुझे ब्रेस्ट कैंसर हुआ था। ऑपरेशन के बाद 3 केमो, 25 रेडिएशन, 25 रेडिएशन एंड अगेन 3 केमोस, ऐसा मेरा शेड्यूल था। और सर्जन, कैंसर स्पेशलिस्ट, केमोथेरेपी डॉक्टर और रेडिएशन डॉक्टर, सबका तालमेल इतना अच्छा था कि मुझे कुछ ज्यादा तकलीफ नहीं हुई। थोड़ी तकलीफ तो जरूर होती है, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है कि नहीं होती, लेकिन अगर हम सकारात्मक रहे, संकटों को सामना करे तो हम कर सकते हैं। तो और मैंने क्या किया, मैंने एलोपैथी के साथ साथ सप्त चक्रा हीलिंग, देन ये आयुर्वेदिक ट्रीटमेंट, ये ऐसी चीजें मैंने बहुत किया। और होम रेमेडीज भी उसके साथ लेती थी। प्राणायाम वगैरह सब करती हूँ, अभी भी करती हूँ। और फूड हमेशा मेरा सात्विक ही रहता है पहले से ही, तो मुझे वो इतना ज्यादा तकलीफ नहीं हुआ, ऐसा मुझे बोलना है। तो हाँ, और हमारी दृष्टि वैसी सृष्टि होती है, हम किस नजरिए से उसको देखेंगे इस पर निर्भर होता है। जैसा क्या हो गया, 3 केमो हो गए, थोड़ा मैं डाउन थी और मेरे सन इन लॉ आए थे, बीच वाले 3 बेटी आए मुझे, तो वो मुझे क्या बोले, हमारे यहाँ काकू बोलते, काकू ऐसा सोचो कि आपको केमो से छुट्टी मिल गई है और अभी रेडिएशन था ना। अरे हाँ, ये तो ऐसे बातें हमारे मन में, उस टाइम हम इतने डिप्रेस होते कि नहीं जमता, तो लेकिन उन्होंने बोला तो मैंने वो आइडिया पकड़ लिया। और रियली मैं रामैया हॉस्पिटल दूर जाती थी टैक्सी से, मेरी पूना की फ्रेंड मेरे साथ रहने को आई थी, क्योंकि मैं अकेली रहती हूँ और केयर टेकर थी मेरे साथ, बेटिया दामाद बीच बीच में आते जाते रहते थे, तो मैं डब्बा लेके जाती थी, टैक्सी से जाती थी, हम दोनों बातें करते रहते थे। तो रियल में मैंने वो छुट्टी ऐसा माहौल करके वो ट्रीटमेंट लिया, 25 रेडिएशन। यानी हम जैसा नजरिया से देखते हैं जग को, वैसा होता है। यही मुझे आपको बताना है। जस्ट एक एग्जांपल मैंने आपको दिया। तो कैंसर हो या कौन सी भी बीमारी, बिन बुलाए मेहमान की तरफ होती है। तुम्ही से मोहब्बत, तुम्ही से लड़ाई, ये हमारी स्थिति होती है। यहाँ मोहब्बत, इसका अर्थ स्वीकार, एक्सेप्टेंस। पहले तुम स्वीकार कर लो कि मुझे कैंसर हुआ है या कौन सी भी बीमारी, और ये बात मान्य करने के बाद बाकी चीजें हमें थोड़ी आसान पड़ती है। और मेहमान तो है ना, मेहमान है तो चला जाएगा ही ना, बस उसको कैसे भगाना, उसके लिए युद्ध लड़ना हमको पड़ेगा। तो ये सब हमको अरेंज करना पड़ेगा ना, वो सब चीजें, वो ऐसी लड़ाई हमको करनी पड़ेगी। और ये इस लड़ाई में मुझे कनेक्ट टू हील ग्रुप का बहुत सपोर्ट मिला। हम अकेले नहीं है, ये एहसास हुआ। पद्मा महादेव तो मेरी नम्मा अक्का, मेरी बड़ी बहन जैसी है। उसने और सभी सदस्यों ने अपने प्यार से ही मुझे और ज्यादा जल्दी ठीक कर दिया ऐसे मुझे लगता है। तो हाँ, मुझे सभी पेशेंट को बस इतनी बात बतानी है कि नथिंग इज इम्पॉसिबल इन द वर्ल्ड। अभी तो कैंसर बहुत इजी हो गया है, पहले से ट्रीटमेंट भी बहुत सिंपल हो गई है, कुछ इतना और बहुत सारी बातें हम चीजें हम कर सकते हैं उसके साथ। ये व्हाट्सएप और ये सब बहुत ये हुआ है ना, तो हमको जितना जमता वो करना, सब भी नहीं करना, लेकिन जितना जरूर उतना ले सकते हैं, पता चलता है सभी। तो आप तो कौन सा भी इम्पॉसिबल नहीं है। इसके लिए एक मुझे कहानी याद आ गई, बीरबल और अकबर की एक छोटी सी कहानी मैं आपको बताती हूँ। तो बीरबल ने को एक बार अकबर ने पूछा कि जीवन का सार कम से कम शब्दों में मुझे बताना। तो बीरबल ने तुरंत बोला, ये भी दिन चले जाएंगे, सुख या दुख ये हमेशा नहीं रहता। सुखस्य अनंतरम दुःखम, दुःखस्य अनंतरम सुखम। तो यानी यही बात मुझे आप सबको बतानी है। तो ये दिन भी चले जाएंगे, आपको ये ध्यान में रखो और हौसला रखो और अच्छा ऑप्टिमिस्टिक व्यू रखो, जल्दी सब ठीक हो जाएंगे। ओके, बस उतना ही मुझे बोलना है। थैंक यू।
क्यों अचिता जी, जैसी दृष्टि वैसी सृष्टि, और ट्रू एग्जाम्पल ऑफ दैट। थैंक यू।
I'm sort of, speechless listening to both Ramya and Ajita. So I want to thank you, Shilpa, for putting this program together, for introducing CTH to Ramya. I'm sure this will be priceless and it will go a long way in in all of us maintaining our health. Yeah. And Ramya, also, huge thank you to you for making time for us and for walking us through, how health is literally in our hands through mudras, and for speaking about the Pancha Mahabhutas, like which finger represents which Mahabhuta, and how to control the elements. I mean, as in increasing, decreasing, and balancing them, and for walking us through the maintenance mudras, which I guess it was just yesterday I'd mentioned that, most of us go through breakdown maintenance rather than preventive maintenance. And I'm sure this will go a long way. The uh, maintenance mudras, the 6 mudras that you showed to us, and also the do's and don'ts of the best times to do it and such things. Overall, I must say it was very, very informative. Thank you so much. And last and not the least, thank you to Padma for getting all of us together and holding all of us together for so many years. Thank you so much.
Padma has to share a few words.
Yeah.
Closing words, Padma, from you. Is she there?
Is she on the call or did she drop? No, I see her on the call. Padma, if you're speaking on mute.
Padma, thanks you all for being with me through thick and thin. If it wasn't for your support, I don't think this group would have carried on. Thank you all.
Thanks, Padma.
Thank
And
you.
she's also been practicing, Ramya, and she's seen the benefits. Padma, if you want to share something, otherwise it's fine.
I think we are running out of time.
Sure.
Yeah. But we would like the book, and we would like more sessions.
Sure. We'll organize that, Padma. Anyway have Ramya's contact.
Yeah,
so
more
yeah.
people would benefit. Ramya,
Yes.
Ramya, you will
very
be the
happy to-
contributory to a healthier India.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Thanks so much,
Especially-
Ramya.
yeah.
It was really, really a nice session.
Thank you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ramya.
Thanks everyone for joining in.
Thank you.
Have a good
Bye.
weekend.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, Ramya.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.